Hi, everybody. It's Christine, and several of you had expressed interest in learning how to create a rubric on live text. And so I thought it might be easiest if I create a brief video as I walk you through it by sharing my screen. And then I'll also review the video myself and then try to take some written instructions as well. And so as I share this with you, you might want to both view the video and look at the written instructions. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. And I have live text ready to go here. And when once you're logged in, you're going to go up to the middle of the toolbar here and click on Live Text Docs. And you're going to want to click on New. And what you're going to do is under live text, you're going to click assessments and you're going to click on design your own assessment. Okay. And when you're ready, you can click create document. And the first thing they're going to have you do is name it. And what I would recommend is that you have uniform naming throughout the department. So I'm actually just going to write something silly like that, like uniform naming, just so you always have, for example, like EDL 550 fall underscore 20, something like that. That's like one of the classes I'm teaching right now. And so I'm obviously just doing this as a demonstration. Once you've determined a uniform naming procedure, you can click OK. And this is what I would recommend is that you always start with the rubric even before you've begun to design an assignment in live text, because once you've designed an assignment in live text, it will ask you to immediately attach the rubric. So it's important to create the rubric first before you create the assignment. The first thing you'll want to do is add your standards. So I'm going to click Edit and click over here for add. So you can see it's quite intuitive. It's pretty clean and easy to use. And I'm going to click here on my favorite sets. And what's nice is there are sets specifically loaded in here for Madai, which is nice. Otherwise, you'd be looking at standards nationwide that live text had put in here. And then what you'll do is you can hit search, or you could even specifically identify, like for example, I mostly do literacy, so I could put literacy in here. Maybe I'll do that. Otherwise, you could just hit search and all of the Madai sets would come up. Sorry, no results. I'll just hit search. Okay, so then the different sets for Madai are here. And so I'm just actually going to like click on something just for the sake of demonstration. I'll just put this one. Oh, it has next. Let's see. Okay. And I'm going to hit add down at the bottom. So I clicked on one and then hit add. And then the standards I selected are there. And I'm going to hit save and finish. Okay, so then whatever standards I clicked on and then hit add now appear at the top of my rubric. Sometimes until you get the sets in there you need, that can be slightly time consuming, but once you have the sets of standards in there that you need, you can just click, click, click and pop them in there and go. And then as I was trying to demonstrate, you could search for specific language, so you're just getting the standards you want in there. And then once your standards are loaded, you can go ahead and hit edit under the rubric designation itself. And this will start to begin the rubric beneath the standards. And so you should title your rubric, I'll just call it rubric for demo for now, just to be quick with my typing. And then you'll want to choose the levels. And what I would recommend is that you always stick with one standard of levels here. And it looks like in the department, you tend to use unacceptable, revisions needed, and target. So let's see. Here we go. This is the closest I could find. Target, acceptable, unacceptable, and you can edit those, but just go ahead and choose something that's close to what you use, and then try as a department to always stick with those designations. And so once those are selected, you can always go in and edit them. So it looks like you tend to use target, so I'm going to leave that. It looks like your next one over would be considered revisions needed. So I'm going to click in it, and once I click in it, I can change the name of it. And so that's revisions needed. And you can just click outside of it and it populates the field. And then your final one, it's already as unacceptable, so that's good. As you can see, you can also, when you click inside the box, like when I did to change this to the title revisions needed, it allows you to change the position and the points. So all you have to remember is to click inside those boxes and you're all set. So once you have a title in there, you have your designations at the top, then you can start to add your major categories on the left-hand side. So element one. Now, what's nice is whatever your element is, you can name it. And so, since I'm demonstrating, I'm just going to leave it as element one, but obviously you can name this whatever you need to name it. And you can weigh it and put it in any position you wish. And then if you happen to list multiple standards up on top, you can even click individual standards that adhere to this one category, which is really nice. So I only chose that one set of standards up on top. So I'm just going to go ahead and click it, and it actually applies to that box there. It will show that those standards relate there. And then what you do is you just keep adding these elements here on the side, and then you can click into them. And I apologize, there's one extra step here. You click on that and then hit add, and then it brings that standard into that particular element box. So you can obviously customize these boxes however you wish. Say, for example, element one happened to be their conventions. Okay, and say, for example, this standard or one of other several standards that you happen to choose applied under conventions, you would choose whatever standards you had previously designated, hit add, and it inserts it there. So these are highly customizable boxes. You're all set, and you can add as many as you wish. And likewise over here, if you happen to need a fourth category beyond unacceptable, you just add it over there. And then all you do is once you have text that you want to add in here, you double click in this box under target, and you list the criteria for meeting target here, and so on and so forth. And you always just click outside of the box when you're done. Double click. It even guides you through it a little bit. You could see how there was a little tag that said double click here to add. And, you could likewise, enter your text here and put whatever you need to for each of these categories. And when you're done, you just hit save and finish. And so I'm going to go ahead and click it. And then it even gives you a nice draft version to take a look at. And then what's nice is if you're collaborating with colleagues and you'd like to send this rubric for review, you may right here. And likewise, if there are other faculty that you would like to share this document with, but it's not necessarily for review, like this is the document, you can hit share document, and either one, send this document for review or share this document. They both work like this. You want to make sure that this is clicked My Institutions, so it's only looking for colleagues in your particular department and not all over live text world. And click in here where it says Search Viewer and start to type in the last name of one of our colleagues. So I immediately think of Jeff Founds. So I'm going to start to type in and then immediately there's his name. So I'm going to click on him and going to click add to share. Okay, so now Jeff Fonts can view this silly rubric I just made. And so that's basically it. That will keep your rubrics all set and ready to go. And then if you're looking for it later, just always click up here to live text docs, and that keeps track of anything you've ever worked on. And what I'll do in my next video is I'll show you how to create an assignment, and I'll show you how to not only create the assignment, but attach the rubric to it. Okay, so that's it for the first video, and I'll also provide those written directions, and I hope you enjoyed and that you found it helpful. And if you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me and I'm happy to help. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.